What's going on, my YouTube friends? We're back finally. It's been 10 days, a little longer than I was expecting, but I had to order a new mat, and I also ordered some legs. And it took me a while to order a new mat because I was contemplating on what to order because mats are freaking expensive nowadays. Jesus. But I ended up finding a mat. I think it was on Amazon. So I know. But it was cheap, okay? It was like 38 bucks. And it came in I think 12 inches wide by 36 long, so I didn't have to glue a bunch of pieces together and whatnot. But let me show you what I've made quite a bit of changes to my sluice box. So let me show you what I did. So here's the new mat. It's all for 38 bucks, which is way better. And I made a mistake right there. I cut it too short. But that was before, because this used to be right here, and I actually moved it and glued it together and taped it so it's all one piece. And then I had some rubber laying around, so I put a indicator mat on it. So we got a lot of indicator going on right here. Then we get to some good stuff, but for 38 bucks, I mean, I'm not complaining. It's not too aggressive, so hopefully it'll work well in the water. And then here's the legs I got, which we'll see how those do. But it looks like the water actually went down a little bit since we were last here, and someone stacked some rocks over there. But you can see a little bench right there now when the water was up to there last time. So it's gone down quite a bit, which is kind of concerning because it's springtime and the snow in the mountains should be melting and it should be flood season. And all the way down there, let's get you zoomed in, see if that works. That's where I was sluicing last time, and now it's dry ground. Crazy. Not good. We're gonna have a lot of fires this year, but let me, before I get a bunch of buckets classified, I'm going to set up the sluice and throw some material on it and see if I can get it running right. So that way I don't have to bring 4 buckets of classifieds back to my house again and run it through the freaking high banker. Just a pain to do that recirculating crap. Your water gets dirty too fast. So let me get that all set up and we'll see what happens. Alright, of course now when I start to record the wind's picking up. It wasn't windy for a minute there, but I think I got her all set up. I tried over by the truck. It just wasn't happening. I mean, I should have just brought some cinder blocks with me to build myself a dam kind of like this. Well, we'll see if this works. I mean, that's about as good as I can get her running. I think she's running good, but we'll see. I got not much. I just did like four scoops of classified just to see. So let's grab some of this and throw her on. Please work. See if the indicator mat's working out. There's a piece of gold in there. Let's see. Get you guys a better shot here. Oh, I see a few flakes in there. Oh yeah, there's one over there. Of course, the glare right there. There's a couple right there. You can't see. That one's still hanging out there. So obviously, not running fast enough. Dang it. Let's see, got some blacks piling up right there. It's just not exchanging well. I mean, it is holding black sand. I don't know. Well, let me run this little bit of bucket and then we'll see how she's looking after that. That piece of gold's still hanging out up there. Man, I really want to make this work. This is a good place. Well, it may not be running perfectly, but I am digging this indicator mat. Let's see if we can get you in here without a glare. Or without my hand being in the way. Come on. I think it was better on the other side. One sec. Of course, by the time I show you, they're going to be gone. Come on. Where'd you go? Where is it? Oh, there you are. It's a good piece right there. I've been seeing quite a bit of good pieces, but I think they're all getting caught right here. Because it's all turning into black sand and garnets, which is good. I mean, theoretically, that means it's running right. Oh, there's a piece of gold in there. Right there, yeah? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I already see a bunch of gold up in here. But, oh, there's another one right there. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? I can't find it. I don't see any in this first green indicator mat. I mean, at this case, I might as well just get a bunch of this stuff and just run it through the whole sluice. But, I mean, down here it is turning into black and red garnets. So, I mean, that's good. I don't see any gold down here. You know, I'm seeing black all the way down here. So, I mean, that's good. Just not running as fast as I need it to, because I can't get the right pitch out here. But I mean, it's holding on to black sand, so I think we're gonna run that for the day and see what the heck happens. What is that? What is that? It's like purple, almost like an amethyst. Weird. You see some quartz dangling around in there as well. So that's gonna hold on to a lot of cons, but I brought a bunch of buckets with me, like 4 buckets, because I thought this was gonna work out better. But at this point, I think I'm just gonna fill like half pails, and then walk over here and do that. Maybe 2 half pails, because they're easier to carry when you have 2 of them. And we're just gonna run it until I get tired of running and see what happens. So let me finish off this bucket and I'll go classify some more and I'll bring you guys back. Is that a good shiny one right there? Oh yeah, there's a few right there. Oh yeah. Alright, let's keep running. And the water's not fluctuating as bad as it used to, but I am noticing it still is fluctuating a little bit. But we're running her. Let's get to work. I know. Get back to work. Quit messing around with your shovel. It's not a guitar. But I was thinking, since I'm having such a problem with the sluice, what if I got me a high, or dang it, what do they call those? Freaking a dredge sluice, because they're on the floaties, and then put it in the river. I mean, that might be the way to go. I don't know. You know, put my sluice on the dredge sluice, since it has floaties, and then have a ramp going up, so that way I can get my angle while the water's feeding up to it. It's just a thought. I don't know if it'll work. It'd obviously be expensive to find out if it works, and then if it doesn't work, then I just have a high banker and a dredge sluice for no reason. But it's just a thought. Maybe if I find a cheap one or make my own little floaty system with and then use PVC to have my sluice sit on. I don't know. I might have to dabble with that in the future and see what I can make happen. Because we got to make it work out here. There's just too good of gold. We got to get it. Legally. Whew. That is a walk. And they're not even all the way full. Or maybe just under half full, but holy cow. It is a walk from way over there. Might not seem like much to you guys. It is. Well, let's see how our sluice is running since we've been gone for so long. Okay. I'm seeing some gold. You're seeing some gold. Not too bad. I do see one little flake down here. Let's see if I can get it to there, right there. Let me keep inspecting the mat, see if there's any farther down. Oh, there's a bunch of gold right there too. Can't really see it. I'm impressed with this mat for how cheap it is. I'm not complaining. Whatever that purple thing is, it's still in there. Weird. Looks like it's holding black sand and garnets. Haven't seen any gold down here yet. Still lots of garnets right here as well. Of course, you can't really see the redness on the screen. But it's red and black. Let's see. Any gold down at the bottom. I'm not seeing any. That doesn't mean there isn't any. Almost seems like the water slowed down a little bit too. Dang it. Well, I'll let you guys watch a time lapse of me running this stuff because it's gonna take a while. Let me get you set up. Alright, I got those 2 buckets ran. I am seeing a lot of gold go in there. And you can see some gold. I would shade it for you, but I'm holding my buckets from floating away. But I did notice this mat specifically is getting a lot of air bubbles in it for some reason. Not too much of a fan of that. I know there's oxygen in the water, but I didn't think it would collect like that. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit of gold in there. Alright. We're just gonna let that run and we're gonna go get 2 more buckets. And I know you're not supposed to let it run, but I want to see what happens. And another thing I wanted to say is there's millions, if not billions, of dollars of gold, flour gold, just floating through this river every day. So we're trying to get ourselves a little piece of that. Looks like we got some rock hunters way over there, working their way this way. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. I don't know what time it is, but we're gonna run 2 more and then see how we're doing. So peaceful, Sluicid, let me tell ya. I do like it. It's just hard to get them running. But this is the life of a gold miner. Figured I'd show you guys what's going on. I do see a whole lot of gold going through there. A piece right there. Piece right there. Piece right there. I mean, there's a whole bunch of pieces. This indicator mat is nice. Lets me know. There's a bunch stuck on the tape right there. But I'm almost done with my with these other 2 buckets. I might do another run. We'll see. This will be bucket number 4, half buckets, I guess. So technically 2 full buckets. I was looking pretty good in there. Seeing lots of gold. Of course, you can't see it. Darn it. Lots of gold, black sand, and garnets. I'm loving it. Now I'm wondering, because these bubbles are showing up, if this mat's just not seasoned yet. Maybe I gotta run a brush through it with some jet dry. That might be the key. But I'm gonna keep running. Okay, well, I came back to get some more buckets. To do 2 more buckets, but I see fishing game over there, and I know I'm doing the right thing. I'm not doing anything illegal, but I don't want them to shut me down for any reason, because I want to come back in the future, obviously. So we're gonna try to clean up and get the heck out of here before she comes over here. Let's go see what the sluice looks like. Boy, there's a lot of gold in there. Heck yeah. Look at all that gold. I'm sure there's a bunch in this black sand right here, but there's a bunch right there as well. The funny thing is, I bought this mat and not really using it. I mean, yeah, there's some black sand. There might be a couple flakes of gold down there, but I'm mainly just using the top part and this indicator mat, which is doing fantastic. There's a lot of gold in there. Let's see. Come on. There's one right there. You can barely see it. But there's a bunch on there. A whole bunch. So that's about 2 buckets worth. We're going to see how that compares to last time when I had to take it home. Well, there's a lot of nice garnets in there. Look at that. A lot of nice garnets. I think that's a flake of gold right there. It's pretty big. Let's get cleaned up and get the heck out of here. Yeah, it was fishing game. I got a good eyesight, let me tell you. So it was a good thing we got out of there. I'm sure. I mean, she was with her son just picking rocks. I'm sure she was waiting for the other jet boaters to come in so she can make sure they're not doing illegal stuff with fish, whatever they do. But I know she seen my truck over there and she was eventually gonna work her way over to me. But like I said, I wasn't doing anything illegal. I just don't want any reason for them to shut me down from doing that. So better safe than sorry, in my opinion. But I was getting hungry anyways. It's time to go home and make some barbecue meatballs or something. And I'm sure my dogs are missing me. But I didn't have as many cons as I thought I would have. Let me get real quick. I'm still in the park, so not as about maybe about as much as the miner's moss, but it was definitely running better than the miner's moss because I could actually run it. I mean, it wasn't running perfectly, but what can you do? I mean, I can't get the pitch. barely had enough water flow. I mean, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Look at that dirty windshield, jeez. Need to get some, hell, I'm out. Need to get some spray in here. But I'll meet you guys back at the gold shed. There's my babies. What are we doing? Are we bored without Dad? Did you guys stay out of the trash? Oh, is that right? Down. Oh, my little bear. Where's your little girl? Where's your oh, mister. Did you guys behave? Huh? They're not got in the trash. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Kay. Right down, Kay. Did they stay out of that trash can, huh? They sure did. That's a good puppy. Oh, that's a good puppy. That's such a good girl. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Alright, we're back in the shed. I messed up the meatballs. So I put a little too much egg in there. And it was just too runny. So now it's just going to be meatloaf. It's just going to take an hour to cook, unfortunately. So I figured while that's doing that, I'll run the stuff. Hopefully it only takes me about an hour, but I always forget how long panning takes. So I'll put you guys on a time lapse and we'll see what we get. Alright, that took quite a bit of time. I got her all cleaned out for you guys. I mean, it's not too bad, really. I mean, obviously, they're super fines, so considering how bad the sluice was running, it's not bad. I don't think it's as much as I got last time, though, but... Alright, that's a little better. Not too bad for the minus 100s. What happens if I zoom in? Not too bad. Let's get that sucked up and I'll run the plus 100s. See what we get. Alright, here is the plus 100s. I don't think I did as good as when I brought the 2 buckets home. I mean, not bad, but we've seen better. I definitely seen some big flakes going in there. So I'm hoping there's a lot more in the 50 mesh. Oh yeah, and the 30. Shoot, I still got a ways to go. Dang it. Not too bad, nice and shiny like we like. Oh yeah. There's also like some lead in there or something. Focus. There we go. Pretty shiny. Plus 50s. I mean, it's okay. I'm pretty sure we had a lot more 50s in the last run that we did. It's alright. There's some big ones in there. Nice shiny ones. It's funny on camera, it's more yellow. In real life, it's a lot more bright. There's some decent ones in there. Alright, well now we're going to do the 30 mesh, which last time we did have a few, about almost this many of the 30 mesh. So I'm going to run through that, and then I'm going to run through my tailings in that little bucket I got, because I have a feeling there's some in there. I mean, of course there's going to be some, but I have a feeling there's more than some in there. I mean, I'm running this at a fairly steep angle. I mean, that's about level. And it drops down, so I don't know. We'll see. Wish there was a faster way to do this. Because man, does this take time. Almost takes just as long as being out in the field. Alright, there was nothing in the 30 mesh, of course. I panned my tailings from the last two runs that we did. And there's some in there, but not as many as I thought there would have been. I literally thought I was losing way more gold than that. And that looks to be mostly 50 mesh, so that's not too bad. I'm impressed. There was a butt ton of garnets and black sand I had to go through. That's not even half of it. It was ridiculous. It took me so long. It's dark out now. It's like 10 o'clock. So if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I can use all the view hours I can get so I can get monetized and get paid for this. And if I gained your subscription, then thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.